on a day over the sea to sky, billow and breeze, islands and seas, mountains of rain and sun. All that was good, all that was fair, all that was me is gone.
Hello.
Good morning, friends. This is the story of day 2 in Shoja, where I woke up to such a beautiful sky. I found peace as I walked around this village with an aim to get lost in the mountains and soak in the morning light. All of the noise inside my brain had already begun to settle down. With no cellular network on my phone or any access to the internet, I went on an airplane mode and took off to explore this quiet place. My local friend tells me that the villagers here mainly sustain themselves on farming, forestry, handloom activity and tourism business. In the winters, where there's not much scope for farming, women keep themselves busy with weaving and knitting. It is said that weaving has been practiced in Himachal Pradesh for at least 5,000 years. Master weaver Duni Chand stated that the art of weaving decorative motifs on wool garments came here from Tashkent in Uzbekistan via China and Tibet. These women here are weaving a pattu, which is a Himachali woman's traditional dress. Pattus having a black background with a red border and many fools and taras are the most popular combination to wear for weddings and festivals. Traditional bridal pattus have a white background with a red kushti and are more decorative. I happily walk inside a school that is Shoja's only school, which is shut during this time of the year due to the long winter breaks because of the extreme temperatures. The school only provides education till the 5th grade. There's an untold thrill in exploring this quaint village of Shoja, where the extreme temperatures drop down to even less than minus 10 degrees Celsius, and life is tough for the less than 300 residents. While driving here in winters, the most obvious thing is the snow on the road, which only means the roads are very slippery and drivers have to be extra careful. As there are only few places in India that have snow in the winters, which means there is no winter or snow tires for our vehicles available here unless one imports them. What we need to remember here is that patches with black ice are more dangerous than the snow. A valuable lesson that I learned while we were stuck here is that the thumb rule is no sudden movements, as pushing brakes suddenly will only make the car lose control. And if your car starts losing control, don't push the brakes suddenly. Just release the accelerator and gently steer to the intended direction. It's advised to drive in a heavy gear at such a speed where you don't really have to apply brakes to stop the car. Use snow chains for extra traction. Reducing the tire pressure and adding more weight in your car only increases the traction on snow. My local friend Tekubai tells me that we can also load our car with heavy stones just to achieve the same. During winters, the water supply freezes and the locals collect water from the supply taps to their homes in 20 and 40 liters plastic cans. Ideally, guests should inform their hosts in advance if they want to bathe or just help them bring in water for them. The water here is extremely clean, glacial water mixed with more minerals than any average mineral bottle we buy in the cities. And it's also important to be hydrated in such freezing temperatures. Keeping the fireplace, or the tandoor as they call it, alive with fresh supply of wood in these freezing temperatures all day is quite a difficult task. Winter is not an off-season in Shoja. Living here in winter is expensive as the resources are limited. Most of the homestays and guest houses are shut during the winters, and please remember, no one is giving the guests a place to stay to earn any profits in this extreme weather. I felt it's important to always remember that they still take in travelers like us because they just can't let us freeze outside. I was touched with such humility as my new friends welcomed me into their homes and hearts with such warmth.